Hi, I'm Randy Jeffers, and I heard a little story about a little boy that just idolized his father. And so one day he was waiting for his father to come home, and the father returns from work and came home, and the little boy ran up to his dad and said, "Daddy, how much do you make an hour?" Well, the father was a little surprised by this and didn't want to be bothered. He wanted to go off and relax and do what he does when he gets home. But he says, "Son, look, your mother doesn't even know how much I make, so don't bother me now. You know, I'm tired. I need to relax." But the little boy, he was persistent, and he kept on, and he said, "Daddy, you can tell me, please, just tell me how much you make an hour." Well, the father, he finally gave up and said, "Well, I make $20 an hour." And he sort of snapped at him, and the little boy said, "Okay, Daddy." He says, "Daddy, could you loan me $10? Well, now the father, he got a little bit upset, and he said, "So that's the reason you wanted to know how much I make an hour?" He says, "So that you could borrow money from me?" He says, "You go to sleep and don't bother me anymore." Well, it was already dark, and the father was thinking about what the little boy had said, and so he started to feel a little bit guilty, and he thought, maybe there was a good reason why his son needed that money. Maybe he needed to buy something that was important, and so finally, to ease his mind, he went to his son's room. He says, "Son, are you asleep?" And the little boy goes, "No, Daddy." He says, "Well, why?" And the father says to his son, he says, "Here's the money that you asked for earlier." And the little boy said, "Thanks, Daddy." He said, "Oh, I'm so excited now because I have enough." He says, "Now I have a total of $20. And he looked at his father, and he says, "Daddy, tomorrow, could I buy 1 hour of your time? Here's to your absolutely incredible success."